Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. I gotta get going. We're heading down to basically get my car sorted. Yeah, I know you want the attention. Because, as you can probably tell, I'm just fed up with it and I just want it fixed. So, the car is ready to go. 9 o'clock, an hour's drive. You just following me? Are you just following me? Feel cutie? Yes. I gotta get going, but I'm taking you guys with me. This is the reason why, you know, I said I was gonna start uploading, but then I really wanted to focus on this, so that's what we are doing. And now we're going to hopefully get everything fixed. Before we go, I'm swapping out this thing, Tesco's basic phone holder, for one of these beauties. Now Megamount's kindly sent me a few. These are now available on my store. If you've got a Mark IV like me, where the dash is sort of not just flat, I suggest just getting a window one. But there are ones which stick to the dash, so I'm just going to put this on now. Oh bollocks, I would drop the magnets, wouldn't I? If you've got a phone like mine where you've got just a case on it, take the case off, stick this, so peel that off, stick it in the middle of your phone case, like that, and then they give you plastic sheets to go on top of that so that you don't scratch your phone, which is nice, like that. And then put your phone back on, and then where's the mount then grabs the phone and you twist it and stick it where you want, and then hopefully this is now secure. Boom, we're ready to go. This is a really nice road. You can tell it's autumn if you drive down this road. I thought I would quickly give you guys a rundown of what is actually going wrong with my car, because I know I've been saying in a lot of my videos, it basically, at around 2000 RPM, it builds boost and then it dumps the boost straight away without me ever changing throttle position and pulling away and everything like that. It's just extremely lumpy and it's not fun at all. It just gives me a headache every time I get in my car, and it's making a lot more noise than it usually would, or that I can remember anyway, and the fuel is getting worse. It's perfectly fine when you're like on the motorway, but I've got 36 miles per gallon driving down here. It's driving through town and everything that it really shows between 250 and 300 miles per tank, which is terrible. Hopefully he can find a problem and I'll try and keep you guys as updated as I can. Obviously he's going to be working, so I don't want to shove a camera in his face, but I'll see what I can do. So, we found quite a few things when we were there. I don't think I recorded any of it just because I didn't really want to shove a camera in his face. So, I'm gonna get home and speak with you guys about everything that we found, everything that may or may not be some cause of making the car feel like it's running a little bit worse than it should be. Some things to do with the map, some things to do with the mods that I did, some things to do with just a lot of different things. But I'm gonna get home and then we're gonna sit down, we're gonna have a talk about some of these issues, because you guys may also be having these issues. So I just want to share them basically. 110,000 miles, boys! Oh, it just changed, just as I'm zooming in. There we go. Hey, 110,1. How do you even say that? 110,001. Is that right? Hopefully. Sit the camera right in front of my steering wheel. Okay, let's just talk about what's happened. I got there, guy's really nice. The guy who I went to, I think he's called Tuning Techniques or Tuning Techniques on Facebook. I will leave a link in the description if you guys want to go just check out his page and stuff. The reason I chose him is because he pretty much posts every single day everything that he's worked on. He had a nice S3, which he told me he was running about 500 brake horsepower, which is mad. He had a quick check over the obvious stuff like pipes and things like that. Couldn't find anything, so we went for a drive. And the only weird thing that he could see as he was diagnosing it in live, it was a live, you know, like reading it basically. It was dumping fuel when you let go, but basically it was a bit more complicated than this, but it was dumping fuel when you let go of the throttle between 1 to 2,000 RPM. So he asked me, has this ever had an overrun map on it, or has it, you know, like what was the map they did? And of course it hasn't had an overrun map on it, but even if it did have an overrun map, it shouldn't be dumping fuel as low as 2,000 RPM. that could explain why my fuel was a bit shite. He managed to open it up because TRP, they scrambled the map. After a bit of digging using the software he did, he managed to just open it up, just have a look and see what they've done. Like I said, it was dumping before 2000 RPM. Basically, it was dumping the fuel, but it wasn't. I think it's called the retardation. The retardation, there wasn't any, so it was dumping the fuel, but there was nothing to make the car go bang. So I just realised that my camera wasn't on the right settings, and now it is. He reduced the fuel trimming, no, reduced the fuel let go, I don't know what else to call it, but made it above 4000 RPM. Just a small bit, just to see if there was any pops and bangs. And on the way home I got one perfect bang, but we'll talk about that in a minute. We sorted the fueling, so the fueling should now be okay. But the main issue, we opened up the engine bay again, just to have another look, see everything. One of the things that I did when I was doing I think it was part of the N249 system, I plugged it wrong. And I just go all of my stuff from the internet. You know, everything that I look up is from online. So if anyone's watched any of my videos to do these deletes, I'm just gonna show you how it should look. Just pop it. By the way, this works a charm. It's perfect. There's also a vent one if you wanted to put it there, but that's a really good spot. Right, so looking at this is what he changed. This went from here into that metal bit there, all the way through to this metal bit, which then linked onto a bit of plastic, which then went into the tip. So the bottom of this pipe, that's where it plugged in. But he saw that, he's like, yeah, that's probably where a major issue is. So he told me basically it should be plugged like this rather than the way that I had it, which probably makes sense because now that leads into the fuel tank, which then goes and it gets like the vapors or the pressures and pushes it back in to the throttle body rather than straight to the turbo. So it's basically, I don't know, the way that he described it was that it was pretty much, it's making the pressure in one of the two ends a bit dodgy, which could explain some of the other issues. We tried to sort everything out, but it's still doing not as much. I'm gonna have to see when it's on a cold start, because that's when it does it the most. It's still doing that thing a little bit. I'm starting to think it's just the deletes that I've done. Maybe it's just that's one of the consequences to get more flow, but then you take out the N249, so then it's a bit stricter on the boost. But it shouldn't have been doing it as much as it was doing it. So hopefully the thing that he's done has solved. I don't know, we won't know until the morning when it's cold, but it still does do it a little bit. But anyway, on the way back I got the perfect bang. It's brilliant. I just came off the motorway, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna floor it and just see what it's like, because he changed it a little bit, changed the actual map slightly. I mean, just a tiny bit, just to give it a bit more, because he said like it could run more and it's safe. So he did it by like another 3%. So it's slightly quicker now, and it holds boost a lot better. That's the one thing that I definitely noticed. It holds the boost, whereas, you know, I said before, it builds up the boost over the rev range and it slowly dies off, but it holds it a lot more now. Yeah, coming off the motorway, put my foot down in third, got to red line, put my foot on the clutch, it banged, and then straight back into the next gear. Oh mate, it's a perfect sound. I'm gonna go inside because it's quite cold and I've got headaches and I need a drink. I've been speaking really fast, I'm sorry about that. So anyway, the short answer is, there is nothing wrong with the car. You know, that's from the readings, that's from everything. Starting to think maybe it's just fucking 1.8T problem that is for some reason how they are. It was a very fun drive home. It's just a headache. The guy was just talking to me about some of the other stuff he does. He can remap like GTD Mark 6s and GTI Mark 7s and things like that. And he prefers that so much more just because there's no hassle with them. You know, you just do the map and then that's it. There's no messing around. But he was telling me you just can't win with a 1.8T. Even if everything's right, everything goes perfectly, something will still be wrong. Alright, it's the next day. I'm doing something special today, and it could be the start of a new opportunity. So I'm trying to just get my phone out of my pocket. And the sun's right in your guys' eyes. Today I'm heading down to a wrap shop company, just about potential opportunities. Currently it's not to do with the car, or not to do that, it's to do with my actual like work life. I'm hoping it goes alright. If anything happens, who knows? I've already got my cigar. Probably won't, but anyway. So I just got to the place, I just went in to speak with them, and they want me in tomorrow and the next day to film. So he's going to be putting on the company design footprint onto the car, and they want someone to come down and film it putting on, and then editing it. So that went good. I think that went good. But now it's time to drive home. Okay, I'm gonna end the video here because it's dragging on a little bit. I've been driving the car a lot more, and it's a lot smoother than what it was, of course, but yeah, it's still doing that thing slightly. It's weird. I don't really know how to describe it, because even when I was trying to describe it to him, it was just, I just couldn't. You just have to feel it for yourself. I'm gonna go now. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys have experienced anything like this, let me know in the comments, and if there was something that you managed to do to fix it or anything like that, give me a shout. I appreciate all your support over these like rough parts where I haven't really been uploading, but I'm gonna go now. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, guys, or if this helped you out at all with some of the issues that you've been having, whatever, then yeah, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.